This episode is brought to you by Lurk Royalty, a Twitch gaming team that puts out Call of Duty content, Rocket League content, and any epic esports matchups you can think of. If you want to check them out, go over to twitch.tv. The three team members are Creeper KC, you got Brazzy, TTV, and Reckless_X. Go check them out over on twitch.tv. This
And now, the Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast.
with your host, Clinton,
Hunter,
and Ryan,
as we bring you the latest in gaming news, reviews, and the newest updates on national and local esports events.
along with great recipes for you good-looking dads.
gadgets and gifts for gaming, gags, and great deals.
And we're raising the heat as we go into gaming competition in the Delirious Dome. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. That's it, guys. Episode 114's over. We hope you enjoyed it.
Hola, everybody.
I'm Clinton, and that is
Big Rye.
Big Rye.
Rye guy. Rye.
That's right, Ryan Matoy.
Matt Toy back in the day.
Back
that
in
one works
this day.
too.
Yep, that's his old alias. I'm Clinton Stanley. We're here with Ryan Maddox. We're going to bring you some Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast news. And when we say that, we mean flat as a tire. That's what we're working with this week. We do want to apologize for last week. We took off because, we're dads. Life was crazy. And, hey, sometimes it's hard to get it done when you're just busy all the freaking time. Which
It's
seems
called
to be
Scat Happens. Scat Happens.
That is so true. Man, it's just like here lately, guys. I don't know. You guys can write into us and let us know. But as dads, it's like sometimes you go through a whole season of just busy.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to do? Is there ever a moment not to do something? Yes, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for a break from that too.
Oh man, it's like I'm like, wow, we're already into September. I thought we just started August.
Yeah.
As we get older, that train just moves faster. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hopefully, like retirement age is when it like slows down. But then I feel like that's when you have like all the chronic pain, diarrhea, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and nobody wants to be around forever when you're feeling like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have talked to people like that. Like, I wish God would just take me now. I sit in this chair all day.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah. It's just part of life, I don't look forward to it. Back when I was younger, I didn't think time sped up the way everybody said it did. I thought that's stupid, old people stuff. Like what the freak you talking about? Time speeds up, and then sure as heck, it speeds up every year.
But maybe it does literally speed up though.
Oh yeah, like it's the Matrix, like it's speeding up for everybody, and everybody's experiencing the speed up at a different rate because they're a different age, and
as your brain progresses, it connects to the real reality out there. And so its timer gets faster and faster.
Right. Or your perception has just changed as time has always been speeding at the same rate, but you're just experiencing that it's faster than it was when you were young.
Yeah.
What if it's the same rate? Like when I was young, it's still way slower than when new kids are young, but they've never experienced the super slow, so they just inch forward along this path that's constantly speeding. Right. I don't know, but I do know that I go blink. And I go, oh, another month went by. Yeah, like that's where life is for me right now.
Yeah, I'm like, man, my oldest is 5, my youngest is 2.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, and I don't know if parents did it when we were kids or not, if they concentrate specifically on it. But one thing I specifically try to pay attention to is, just because it's flying by for me does not mean it's flying by for my daughter.
Right.
She's 8, and I remember being 8, and it was summer was a year. I mean, it was so long. And I remember just a week at school being like, oh my gosh, it's finally Friday again. And for me, it's like time goes by like that. Like a week is nothing. And so I think
you go back to school and it's like you haven't seen your buddies in forever. They completely changed.
Yep.
It's only been 2 months, guys.
Yep. So you gotta pay attention to that for your kiddos, guys. You can't go, well, it's only 5 days is a long time to not hang out or do something with kids. So pay attention to that their timeline is different than your timeline.
Oh man,
tip of the day.
For sure. Well, we are going to get into the news, but first we have some epic dad stories I want to throw out there real quick for you. Epic dads, epic results. And moving on into the epic dads segment of the night, we've got some funny dad stories. Or
Good ones.
Painful dad stories for some of us. Mm-hmm. So, Ryan, I'll let you go first if you'd like.
What's my painful dad story? Remind me.
I don't know. I thought you just had a funny one.
I do. I was going to talk about the pigs.
Okay.
So we've got pigs. They're not really our pigs. They're like I think we talked about this before, guys. If you listen, I'm sorry. One of my employees, he lives in the city. City said no pigs, and I just said, hey, bring your pigs out. Anyways, they had babies finally. So these pigs are not like, potbelly pigs, like little bitty pigs. They're big pigs, but they're not like big 1,000-pound hogs. We're
like not talking about boars and stuff like that, right?
Right, yeah, they're 300-pound pigs. So they're my size. They're a big pig. You know what I mean?
Big old boy.
Yeah, but they're like personalities like a potbelly pig. Like they're more gentle. They're nice. They don't try to break out of their cage. They're kind of, they're not super tame because we don't go hang out with them all the time. They're out in a pen, but they do get cared for. They get, pets and stuff like that. Anyways, bam, bang, pow, 6 babies, right? And the little babies are just super cute, right? They're tiny. They're like this big, but they develop way faster than dogs do. They're like eating regular food a little bit, like over there eating the grain now, and they're still 8 inches, not counting their head, and they're over there crunching on leaves, little acorns and whatever grain you give them. And so they're definitely super cute. So my daughter's all about wanting to hold them and keep them and not eat them after they grow, because these are eater pigs still. So they're kind of like a happy in-between pig. Anyways, she's been begging for one, and we go out and we play with the pigs here and there. And we're trying to handle them because the guy who has them here, he's going to sell the babies. And so it's better if we play with the pigs, because then they're used to people, because a lot of people will be buying them pets. So these pigs, she's just was a little scared in the beginning of the parents. And then all of a sudden, for the last week, it's like she's just super, super scared of the parents when we're back there. And I'm trying to figure out why. Like, why are you so scared? It's not that big of a deal. They're going to be fine. The parents come over. If the babies squeal, you put them down, right? If the parents are coming over and they're not, trying to bite you and they're mad about the babies, they just want pets too, just like a dog. Just pet them. Scratch behind their ears, pet their top of their head right here between their eyes. They love it. Pat their body, all that jazz. These are not like pigs that are rolling in slop. There is a mud hole back there, but they eat, corn grain and stuff like that. They're not just stinky and all that. They're kind of a different kind of pig. But anyways, so she's back there today, and this dad just keeps bugging her. The dad's the most, I would say needy, right? And so he's always coming over for stuff like that, but he's big, so she's still scared. So she pets him, and she goes to try to go towards one of the babies. He comes towards her, and that scares her. I said, he's not grunting at you or anything. He's not trying to bite you. He just wants pets. So she pets him again for a little while. Usually that's enough. If he's got some food or something, he just goes and eats, and then you play with the pigs. Right. Well, he just stayed on her today. She keeps looking at me scared, and I'm like, it's fine. You just want pets. Well, finally, she tries to avoid him, to not pet him, because she's fast. And he just headbutts her in the knee, scoops her with his nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like if you guys have bigger dogs, especially bull terriers and stuff like that, they'll do it. Little dogs
rub
will,
their
but you
ears
don't
up
notice.
against you. Yeah.
Yeah, scoop under your hand and your legs and stuff like that. That's what he did. But, yeah, but on her knee. Well, it's a 300-pound pig with hair that's so it kind of scraped her leg, and she freaked out. Came over to the ladder that we have set up for her to climb in and out of the pen. And she's I can tell she's just super scared. Scared to death. Yes. Terrified. And I'm like, hold on, time out. I understand that you were scared, but it didn't bite you and it didn't try to bite you. I don't understand. What is it that you're so scared? And she said, the pigs can kill me, Dad. And I said, who told you that the pigs can kill you? Mom. Oh, I was pissed.
Oh, got the old Bob
after. Pissed. Yeah. And Mom's standing there. And so I don't even think about it. Of course, what I said was not but I said, well, your mom lied. Just straight, not like she's wrong or it was a mistake.
Right.
She lied to you because she's a horrible mom. She's transferring her fear onto you, and I just laid it on thick.
I'm
And I
sure you
said,
didn't use that exact verbiage, but
exact verbiage.
oh, really? You called her a
Yes.
horrible mom or a horrible?
Yeah. No. Oh, no. I skipped the horrible mom part.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I used the.
I was like,
I
dang,
used the.
that's a little intense.
Yeah. I used the exact verbiage was your mom lied to you. That was 100%.
Right.
And I said, she's transferring, her fears onto you, and that's not right. Right. So it was still pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
As you
anyways,
gave mom the side eye.
right. I looked right at her. I was mad. And she was like, well, and I said, why did you tell her that? Why did you tell her the pigs are gonna kill her? And so, anyways, I go back to her, and my daughter's like, well, so she got me scared. I said, these pigs they're never going to kill you. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't understand why mom even told you that they.
Yeah, even
that
if they bit
would.
you once, they're not just going to keep coming at you.
Yes. Yeah, they're not
Right.
vicious animals. They're calm. It's just like yes, could a dog kill you? Yes, but it's a domesticated dog. It's not usually the case. Very, very rare. Maybe if there's a pack of giant pit bulls and you're a little kid, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm telling her that. Mom says, well, I told her, that. And I'm sitting here thinking, that's not even true. They're not wild animals. These are domesticated pigs that have been domesticated for years. And it just got me a little bit. Everybody's got their certain buttons.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys that I try not to be scared of anything. We try everything. We do everything. Kids get hurt. We fall and break our wrists and this and that and whatever. It's okay. That's just part of life. But I'm kind of like maybe too far that way, right?
Yeah.
So then my wife is constantly
Can
balancing
it up for you?
Yeah, that's dangerous. This is dangerous, and it's just that's probably one of the bigger out of anything with our kids that we butt heads on. And I'm sure I'm not the only. But epic story, yes, kind of crazy, kind of funny. Epic fail from dad, yes, probably your mom lied to you
On the husband part,
language.
maybe epic husband fail.
That's
maybe.
what I meant. The husband fail, yeah. So dial it back. I didn't get all emotional or anything, but at the same, buttons get pressed. You respond. Apologize afterward.
Well, it's funny too, like how we, I think we all have that in us though, like to where we have certain boundaries on certain things that are deemed safe and unsafe. Mm-hmm. Because there's some things I just let the kids do, and they would be, I guess, considered unsafe, right? I mean, accident. If it was an accident, like I was like, I don't want to tell the story because I'm about to tell the actual story, so I'll explain here in a little bit. But the whole point being is sometimes I'll let them do things that I think, oh, that's not a big deal. And then Mikkel mentioned something. I'm like, oh, well, you do have a point. But for the most part, I've got a 2-year-old that still puts everything in her mouth, and I can't do nothing to stop her from doing that. So it's like, if she makes it to 3, I'm going to be thanking God, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's like my big stressor. Because she's just always running around with stuff in her mouth, and it's always like jewelry or little coin things that she's gotten from Claire's Toys, or,
well,
just the perfect little...
It's one thing when you got a toy snacker, right, that puts stuff in their mouth, but it's different when you got a toy snacker that's as active as Annalise is now. Yeah. So when you're running and bouncing off the walls and doing all that, and you have toys in your mouth, now you've got a legit. Hey, you need to not eat Legos going on. Yeah. Sorry, it was a gnat.
Oh, I thought you were reaching for her mouth, so that worked out perfect. No. Well, so going on to my story, if we're talking about safety, okay, guys. So my wife got a little sniffly, a little bit of body aches over the weekend. And, we're like, oh, Rona. But she got tested and was good. She's negative. Okay. So, but still, she didn't feel well. So we were like, well, we had planned on maybe taking the girls to go do something fun. And since Mom wasn't feeling good, we just hung out at the house. So Labor Day hit. And I thought, we didn't do anything with him. Kind of sucks. Like, we had a 3-day weekend, we just didn't do nothing, really. Because
it kind of felt like the kids got ripped off.
Yeah, like Saturday I helped my cousin move, and then Sunday, Mikhail was sick, and then so then Monday would have been Labor Day. Monday, it's just like, man, we need to do something. This is it. This is our Sunday, basically. We're all going back to work and school. So I decided Dad's going to get a trampoline. And not like a little kid trampoline, the big kid trampoline. We're going to get a full-size one. Full-blown. Yeah, so that Dad can get up there with them and we'll have some fun, It'll be a fun little family deal. So we get to Walmart, and first things first, I tell Claire, look, I'm showing her a trampoline. Let's get it. Well, I had told her that her and her sister could get a small toy. So she's like, no, I don't want no trampoline. I want my toy. And I was like, no, you're not getting it. I had to like bring her back, and I was like, this isn't like the little tiny trampoline you have. This is a big trampoline. Like where Daddy can get on and Lisa can get on. And she's like, oh, well, can I still get that little toy? And I was like, yeah. All right, let's get it. She was measuring me up.
Matter to 5-year-olds.
Oh yeah. I was like, okay. So anyway, we get the trampoline, get it home. Guys, I haven't put up a trampoline since I was like back in the high school age when I was in shape.
Yep.
Nobody told me, hey.
Doing WWE.
Yeah. Like nobody told me, hey, Clint, putting up a trampoline is not easy. It's kind of hard work because you got to bend you got to push the poles and do the springs and all that jazz. Anyway, so I decide, hey, we got it. Claire's pumped. Put it up, Dad. It's 1:00. It's like 98 degrees here in Oklahoma right now. So what's Dad do? He mans up. He gets out there, starts putting up the frame. Get the frame put up. I had to take.
Way to go.
I had to take 2 breaks, guys, in between, water breaks, because I was about to like pass out and die. I was just that hot, and just out of shape and huffing and puffing.
I believe it.
So I get the mat put up, and I'm about halfway done with the mat. And all of a sudden I hear, ka-chung! Look up. One of the poles on the other end, or one of the springs on the other end is hooked to the pole, just kind of hanging there. I'm like, oh, crap. So I walk over. Sure enough, it ripped out the little V-ring, ripped it right out of the
brand
mat.
new trampoline.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
You go kill somebody. You're already dying putting it together. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I'm just pissed. I'm cussing. I'm hot. I've about died for nothing. Right, where we got. So now I'm like in that mode of, oh, well, it can survive with just one spring on. It'll still work. But then in my mind, I'm thinking, Clint, you just bought this brand new. You need to get it.
Brand new. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, geez. So I go ahead and call up Walmart. It takes me 20 minutes to get a hold of freaking the service desk because, that's Walmart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, can I just bring the mat? I've already put this trampoline up. I just need to bring the mat back. I'll even keep the springs. Springs are good. I just need a new mat. I knew they had other trampolines up there that could just pull it out of the box. They're like, no, you got to bring the whole thing.
Yep.
So I have to disassemble the whole thing. Go get a whole new trampoline, bring it back, put it up. And then I'm super annoyed because it's got safety everything all over this trampoline. Like, it's the worst. And I know that kids get hurt on trampolines, and they're one of the high leading toys that gets kids hurt. I get that.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just something about something in my soul died that day when I looked and saw little signs that you zip tie to the trampoline. They're like safety signs. Like, these are the rules of the trampoline. You can't do this, can't do this. And there's just a part of me that's like, I don't know.
Screw it.
Something. Yeah. It's like my childhood had definitely died. It's like, it's over. My days are done. Like, my kids will never have the same experience we had.
Yeah, I literally, when we were kids, everybody had a trampoline, and I didn't know a single kid that had a net, like one of those, the frame stuff.
Yeah,
they got.
Did they even exist yet then?
They existed. I remember seeing like videos and stuff like that of richer kids that. But to then a regular trampoline cost like $300 to $400, and then the net system was another $300.
Right.
That's you're a rich kid if you got that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. So this one came with the net. So the net's pretty cool. I got to admit, like, it would have been pretty cool to have as a kid just to jump around in. It's kind of.
But just so you guys know that are listening, if you've been thinking about getting a trampoline and you haven't looked them up, they're way cheaper than they used to be. I learned this from Clint.
Well, at least right now, we paid $200
for the net and all.
Yeah, for everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a 14-foot.
Deal.
It's a 14-foot one. So It's full size. It's got everything you need. But yeah, so anywho, long story short, the whole point is I struggled, I sweated, I farted. It was a long day. But from 12:30 to 7:30 is how long it took me to put all that up.
So you had to take water breaks, almost die, heat stroke, and then rebuild the whole thing again.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I tried to build it and they did not come. They told me to bring it back.
So for any of you that are listening, the Ryan creative way of handling that situation would have been go buy a second trampoline, take it home, only take the net out of it, put my broken net back in it, and returned it just like he was going to return his. But Ryan is that guy. I'm a little conniving. I'm not a stealer. I'm a little bit of I'll work that system.
What do you mean, like you would resell the old one?
No, I just would have bought a second one and then returned the one for cash, not a trade.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Then not rebuilt the frame at all. Just used the frame from the one I had and the net from the other one, and then returned a complete trampoline again, and nobody would know the difference.
Okay, okay, I got you.
But I'm that guy. I think of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's too much work. And by that time, I was too wore out.
I got you.
Anywho, guys, well, that's all we got for Epic Dads. Let's head on over to the gaming news and check that out. And the Cracked Plat, yeah, we're going to play Rocket League probably later.
Oh, somebody said something on the chat?
And Twitch, yeah. It's one of those, hey, Dad, I thought you had to work, Dad. You know, all that. It's like, come on. Get that out of here, bro. Take your chubby cheeks and go home. Eat ice cream bar. All right. Let's check it out. Gaming news. As soon as I find it. Hold on. There it is.
It's right there.
Always.
Leaks for Geeks.
And it's time for the leaks for the geeks, the news for the dudes. And we don't have much this week. There's just not much on the bone.
But what we do have, you might like. I can't even give you. You're gonna love it. Like
you usually rattle puppet a little bit. I mean, jeez, we picked we picked the right time last week to miss. I tell you what.
At least you like us. You know what I mean? It's like that. Okay, you've got a couple though, don't you, Clint? So I'll go in the middle. You can sandwich it.
Yeah, okay. I'll throw out a couple little tidbits here, and then we'll.
Okay, just so you guys know, already right off the bat, right? Usually we have Hunter here. We got the trifecta going. We do about 2 stories each. Every once in a while, someone will do 3. Tonight we have no Hunter. I still could only pull one out of my butt. That's all I got. Yeah, and I tried hard to find it. And there's other stories, but I mean, you know what? There's a new shoe in Minecraft. You know, I'm not going to talk about whatever. You know,
some guy made made a perfect circle in Minecraft. I'm like, okay, good.
Those are just so these news pages can have content. You know what I mean? That's the only reason those ones. But yeah, we'll talk about a couple real ones, and we just don't have a lot. That's all.
No, yeah. So I was going to mention a side story that we will talk about that I think be interesting to get some opinions. But Skyrim, you know, they mod that thing to death, and it's still being modded. Just want to let everybody out there know, if you're interested and you really like, you know, the forest, you're really into greeneries, shrubs, trees, dirt, bugs, you know.
Yeah,
I don't
foliage.
know, swamps. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Well, just so you know, Gamer Rant has made, let's see. This was spotted by Gamer Rant, I should say. You can go check out Origins of Forest, 3D forest grass mod that was designed to reflect the dynamic growth of a great forest by adding more lush foliage to the game's forest environments. Foliage. The mod's creator, Forbeaten on Nexus Mods, created the mod to make the forest appear more immersive and dynamic, whilst playing Skyrim in VR.
Whilst.
Okay. Whilst. I think it's whilst.
So you know this is gonna be a hot and hefty section of news when our leader.
We're talking
forestry foliage mod from Skyrim.
We're talking photorealism, guys. Looks like you went up to the tree with a 4K camera. Pop.
Does it really look that good?
I don't know.
Do we have a video?
I guess I can pull up one. I guess I could have did that, huh?
Yeah, unless it's no good.
Let's just do that. I mean, with the way it's going here, geez, people.
I want to see. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe we're gonna go. Oh my, it's just his story.
Yeah.
Look at this.
But
Because I do love some of that photorealistic stuff. You know, you got Unreal Engine 5 now. It's kind of starting to be.
I always misspell forest. You know.
Yeah, spell it forest.
Forest, not Forrest Gump, but forest.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, this. Well. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up here, and we're gonna look at it. We're gonna see what we think, and people are gonna get pissed. You know, like what is this? Settle down. You know. We're checking out some high quality action here. High quality action.
Okay, let's do it.
You know, if I had a beefy enough computer and a monitor that could load it, we could do 4K. But we ain't gonna do that tonight, boys. All right, Ryan, I'm sharing you the link here.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna do a window capture today. There we go. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay, so
I don't know. I said yep.
Now they should be able to see it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Better put my glasses on, guys. We're gonna see this.
Yeah,
it's gonna
boy.
be Joshi.
Buddy. I mean, I guess that looks photorealistic. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I was waiting for the upgrade.
I think that is the upgrade.
It is. I think it is too. It does look good. Does it look ridiculous? No. I mean,
right there looks better against the water.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one because the water looks so good.
Yeah.
But the ground, like the pebbles and stuff in there, they don't look like they have much depth. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they look. You can tell they're 4K, but you're right. They don't have any bumpiness to them.
Yeah.
Now that looks realistic, like with all the foliage coming up out of the ground there, kind of taking over the rocks. I do like that. Man, now I want like a good, like warm bowl of soup.
As we're playing here, I realized my just so you guys know, my YouTube for no reason whatsoever was playing 480. 480. I have no idea why. Yeah, it looks way better now. I'm sitting here thinking this looks like junk.
It's like what am I looking at?
I don't know why YouTube does that sometimes, guys. If you guys know why, I tell it to. I've got super high speed internet. Why doesn't that auto quality? I don't know. I'm gonna change it all the time. Yeah, this looks way better. This looks pretty good.
But like my flower picking is gonna really struggle with all that foliage. Like where's the flowers I need to pick? You know.
Foliage.
Foliage. Is that how it's pronounced? Foliage.
Foliage.
I feel like Sylvester Stallone over here. Foliage.
I'm looking at this, and it's messed up. I'm looking at this thinking, man, some landscape lights would look good in there.
Bro, we need to make a Skyrim landscape lights commercial for you.
There you go. Yeah.
Just Pro Light ad on.
Mod, the Pro Light mod.
Yeah.
Okay. I stopped it already.
Buy it now, 10% off. Yeah, they're just. I mean, I don't know how you make this any more exciting than.
I'm pretty sure that we made it as exciting as that could be. Like anybody listening enjoyed that because of us. So, thank us, guys. By becoming patrons. Patrons.
You did miss the transition. He did show like an original and then transitioned it there.
Oh, I quit before I got there.
Yeah. You gave up. You gave up, laddie.
How was it? Was the transition good?
It was fair. I mean, we're watching another one right now. You can see it on your little screen. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I see
they're just
vanilla.
To me, there's only so much you can do on those games. As far as
no. See, they didn't make it look way better. They changed it all. Like it's got way more foliage.
Right. Foliage.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like way better, in my opinion. It's just like more full. You get what I'm saying?
Well, see, my opinion of these games, and what's hard with Skyrim especially, is you have these people come in and mod the living crap out of the game, right?
Right.
Okay. And this happens on GTA as well, guys. anytime they go to modding this stuff, you're like, oh man, oh, it's a street mod, 4K streets, sweet, and you watch it, and then they didn't mod other stuff, or they do mod, you know, and so it's like, oh, you see the imperfections in between all the goodies. It doesn't really flow well.
Right, yeah, because the whole game's not redone.
Or you see like a trailer and it's just completely just maxed out, modded, looks amazing. You do it on your computer, you go in, and you're just 5 frame rates per second. Just
you
can't get nothing done. Yeah. So,
yeah, it's not optimized or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I gave up on the whole graphic stuff a long time ago. Anywho, I'm a Debbie Downer on that. Do you want me to go ahead and just pop off the next subject, or you want to hit yours real quick?
You can pop off.
Okay. Popping off, guys. We weren't here last week to announce that a big streamer that we've followed in the past, Tim the Tap Man, is now streaming live on YouTube. He's got official contract, YouTube only streamer now.
Yeah.
Dr. Lupo has also made the jump and is doing exclusive YouTube streaming only. Which means now they get to play with our man over there on the side, Dr. Disrespect. He hooked back up with Tim the Tap Man. They had an awesome stream recently. And, of course, Doc hasn't exclusively signed with YouTube, but that's where he's been streaming.
Right. Yeah, we talked about the chances are that Doc's probably not going to make a big move like that anytime soon.
Yep.
After being burned the way he was burned. I mean, he might, but we definitely didn't expect him to just jump straight into one. Wouldn't make any sense.
So I was just going to say, really kind of shocked me that YouTube all of a sudden is reaching out and signing contracts.
Mm-hmm.
With some of these big time. I mean, that's some hard hitters on Twitch for the Call of Duty channel for sure. And so, kind of makes you think: is YouTube going to go ahead and just step it up?
Probably just waiting for that right moment. You know what I mean? When there's enough, slippage going on over on Twitch. Where there's enough people kind of concerned about what's happening or feeling a little uneasy, like are they in the right place? And then boom, that's the time to pounce. Hey, here's your offer. You know what I mean? Here's what we can do. And come on, join the party. I mean, it's Google.
Yeah.
They're strategic masters. They know exactly what's going on.
I heard a streamer named Asmongold that I used to watch with that he'd stream WoW. And he had a good point on the video that he put out. Now, he's officially signed up to Twitch right now. But he was making the case that, YouTube, for instance, he said they have a way better video player than Twitch does as far as how well they can transfer data, things like that.
Right. Yeah, it's way more optimized.
The quality of video. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, so what's easier to fix, guys? He says, is it easier to fix video quality like that on your streaming end, or is it easier to fix some of your chat user interface stuff to make it more interactive? Because he was saying that's kind of the issue with YouTube.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And he's like, it's way easier to fix your chat and stuff like that. Like, that's all a lot easier to fix than what Twitch could do in comparison. So, anywho, usually I don't root for the big dog, but I am interested to see what happens with YouTube gaming. Yeah. I mean, I would like to see them put more into it. I felt like it's kind of been like a YouTube gaming, but it's been more like people just stream to record video rather than live streaming.
Well, it's like Facebook.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Facebook jumped into the whole thing, and they kind of went like a real steep, curve. If you're watching their curve, but they never leveled off or came down. So Facebook went up super steep, and now it's just kind of got a nice, good climb to him. You know what I mean? That's just slightly at an angle, and that's not a bad thing, right? They swept real hard to get enough attention to. Now they've got people on there making good money already. They've got people on there that have a good following, with a lot of people on there that have big streams now. Yeah. And so, I think, Facebook and YouTube, I think they're both serious competitors. I don't think they're just dabbling. You get what I'm saying? I think they're both going, hey, look, we're gonna play in this streaming field and see what's up, because there's a lot of money in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
I think they're starting to see. They've seen that with Twitch, like the Twitch rival stuff with Call of Duty, some of the other sponsored tournament type stuff, and big time commercials.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think competition is great, and hey, if those guys can go make more money elsewhere, that means that other people can make more money, and it's only going to make the streaming industry bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah. Yep. So. So that's some news there. You know, that's not foliage, but it's money and entertainment.
Well, the Indians in India think that it was money or entertaining when this happened. I don't even understand how it happened. Like, it almost is one of those, I wish I had a little bit more time to fact check it. I did check a couple different places, and they're saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah,
but there's
I've seen
got
a
to be
lot of sources.
yeah, there's got to be some more info on how did this leak through. And I know I'm kind of preluding without saying, and a lot of you probably don't know what this is that I'm talking about. But media nowadays, sure, we all know journalism is not what it used to be, right? Nope. A lot of times stuff doesn't get checked. You just propagate whatever you propagate. But we really think certain countries do that more than others, right? Like, we know China does that. We know America is horrible at it, right? Mm-hmm. We know that some of the European countries do it. Definitely, I would say like your media in areas like Iraq, right?
North Korea does it.
Yes, yeah, North Korea obviously does it, right? But a country that I wouldn't think of doing it would be India. Okay, this one surprised me. Okay, so title of this story: Indian news channel uses Arma 3 gameplay footage to claim Pakistan bombed Afghanistan. And I said, "There's no way this is clickbait. It's not clickbait, guys. This is what happened." In a bizarre development, some Indian news broadcasts. This is not one channel that is like nobody knows about. This was just like it happens here. A bunch of channels put out the same story, slight variation.
They're all sister companies or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So some Indian news broadcasts claimed that Pakistani Air Force, I don't even know how to read these words. Okay, the Panjshir Valley in Afghanistan mountain province. It's a home of about 170,000 people. Okay, so it's serious accusation here. Which is currently the last major holdout of anti-Taliban forces. Okay? The only problem is the footage used by the, how do they word this? Let's see. The footage used to report the supposedly pro-Taliban Air Force. So it's saying basically this Air Force attacked the area that was anti-Taliban, right? The last group that was anti-Taliban. So this footage is really put out to tear down this Air Force, calling them pro-Taliban. Attack came from a military simulation. Okay.
You cut out.
I said we all know the game Arma 3. That's what they said this footage comes from.
Okay.
So it says here the footage first appeared on Indian news channels, including Republic TV, Times Now Navarat, or something like that, Z Hindustan, and TV9 Bahakabash. I know I'm saying all of them wrong, I'm just making it up as I go. But we're not talking about one or two even, right? I mean, you're talking about five big programs. Okay, it says the original video was actually created by a source called Hasty TV on Facebook, which has now been deleted, right? These Indian news sources claim that the video showed military attempting a bombing run on Panjshir, or however you pronounce that one. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's a post here from Mohammed Zubair on Twitter. It says, "Hello at Republic, the exclusive quote video that your team has, that your team has accessed of airstrikes on Panjshir Valley is actually from a video game." So this is one of the early posts that came out telling people that they did this, right? It says, in fact, the footage they know where it came from. The footage came from, it says this January Arma 3 video that a YouTube channel did a comparison on, I guess. It says it's now got 23 million views. Before or all the views after. But either way, that's a lot of views. So this is not even,
So we don't even know that the bombing actually took place.
No, by the way, the story, because the bombing did not take place. Right? Read the story here.
Okay.
It is an attempt.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an attempt that didn't work because it didn't happen.
Okay.
Right?
I was just trying to make sure it wasn't like something happened there. Like, well, don't have any footage of it. Well, throw up that Arma 3 footage.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So it's something that didn't even happen. It was an
man.
attempt that was thwarted or whatever by nobody, right? So, okay. So this goes on. It says, let's see. Oh my gosh, yes, I was right. See, I didn't finish reading this. All right. The gameplay shows players engaging in a ground-to-air battle between a jet and a vehicle-mounted anti-air turret with tracer rounds seen firing through the sky at the jet.
Oh my god.
So yes, the point is not that it like just it got stopped. I mean, it's a full-on story.
Oh my god.
And none of it happened.
Boy, they had a dead news week, didn't they?
Oh my gosh! I mean,
They have to use a video game to make news. Come on, guys.
There has to be reason behind it. The video's down here. We should probably share it because I got to see. Does it even look real?
That could like ruin the whole news company, right? Like, why would they put that out?
I don't know. And it's more than one, right?
Yeah.
So let me see if
what's the name of the video?
I just grabbed it. I think I can throw it in here. Let me see.
Okay. That's
no,
so crazy.
That was obviously not right. Why did it do that? Okay, let's see.
I wonder if we can actually get video footage of it.
Here we go.
Okay. Make sure it's like from their news report deal too. I want to see it. Like, see them actually report.
I don't know. This is the one in the article, so I actually don't know for sure if it is or isn't.
Okay.
I think this is a clip of the actual video used. Let me finish reading here real quick before we click it, guys. It says a statement on PC Gamer, a representative from Bohemia Interactive confirmed that the original footage does indeed come from the game. Strangely, we've seen this particular game footage used several times by certain media in support of their real-life news coverage. The Bohemia Interactive rep said, we know this because we've actually previously been approached regarding similar occurrences. In fact, by the fact checkers organization, such as Agency France Press, Check Your Facts, Pilot Facts, and if I remember correctly, also Reuters. So I guess this has happened before. That's super weird.
That's weird.
It says broadcasts may also have come from 2 other Arma 3 clips. The clip's original viral. Yeah. Okay. So it's saying it's it. There's a couple in here.
Okay.
Actually, we're just going to play this first one here.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get to see DayZ number 2 soon. Because, this is what DayZ's based off of. Well, it's based off Arma 2.
Right.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
3.
I'm ready.
2, 1.
There's no way.
I mean, it looks amazing. It looks amazing, but it's still, you can tell it's still a video game.
Yeah. They had to have blurred this up or did something to make it. That's crazy. I don't understand that.
I mean, even the way the camera moves isn't realistic.
Right. There's a video here underneath this one too. That's a documentary that was made that used this footage. That's funny.
Oh wow! So they had to take like certain clips, right?
Yeah, little scenes, little clips.
Like where it actually shows the plane coming through and getting nailed, and then back off.
Right, because it talked about the tracers. Yep.
That's nuts, man.
That is, yeah. I was hoping that was more of a where we could actually see it in the news, but yeah, I guess not.
That's crazy.
Anywho, come on, guys. Is this where we're at? Is this what things have gotten to?
It's only gonna get worse as our graphics get better.
Jeez. Yeah. The deep fake.
Man, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad we at least took a look at it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of graphics, Ryan.
What's up?
Call of Duty didn't announced the new game Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard. Did a big trailer on it while we were away. We didn't check that one out.
Or they did?
They did.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Little reveal trailer. This is the one I was telling you. It looks like it's going to be set in several different areas, settings, and it looks like we may be going back to the old days, like World War II era, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to pull that off, but when we're talking about Warzone, we're now going to be talking about Vanguard.
Nice.
It says here on an article from Games Radar, Call of Duty Warzone has revealed a brand new Pacific Island map coming to the game shortly after Call of Duty Vanguard launches in November.
Ooh, a whole new map. I like that.
Oh, yep. It says the Pacific map is lush, green, and looks like it'd be pretty darn peaceful if folks didn't have to take over and Battle Royale all over the place. It says here
so
visually...
it's going to be snipers for sure.
Mm-hmm. It says visually, Warzone's Pacific map will be a change of pace from the war-torn environment of Verdansk to something that is more vibrant and alive, and something with plenty of secrets hidden within its beauty, reads Raven Software's description of the new locale. It says Call of Duty Warzone's upcoming Pacific map is an entirely new island built from the ground up, as opposed to reskinned Verdansk 84 map that launched in April. So it's about the same size as Verdansk, but it'll have new points of interest you'll need to familiarize yourself with, and if you mean to stay out of the gulag. It says here, Raven also teased continuous and fresh experiences throughout your time in the Pacific. Developers are saying that this map was built based on community feedback and will play host to the game's new anti-cheat system, as well as new playlists, limited time modes, community events, and new palm tree emoji.
I didn't know they did a new anti-cheat mode. And actually, I'm kind of excited to be able to jump in. We should jump into that right when it's new, because we'll have a little higher chance of doing better, because we're not the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
And if other people don't have that map down yet, then we'll probably do some decent games in there.
Yeah. So
we just got to obviously bring in the goat, one of them. We've got multiple goats that play with us.
Yeah, we have several goats out there.
Right.
We have a Ryan goat. We got a Justin goat, Rowdy goat. Not. I can't think of any other goats.
Well, sometimes,
sometimes our Chad goat comes in handy.
Yeah, he's pretty good too.
But we definitely don't have a hunter goat. That's for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it. That's my big news. My big home run hitter, baby.
Wow, Verdansk is out, and what's the name of the new one?
Vanguard.
See, you said it too, Vanguard. Went with another V. I'm excited about the foliage.
Yeah, foliage looks good.
Cool.
Anyway, guys, we are working on getting our other segments together. Life's just been crazy busy for myself, so that means getting in there and getting some of the videos put together has just taken some time for me.
It's okay. We're delirious dads.
Yep, that's true. All right, guys. Well, tune in next week as we bring you more exciting news.
Literally, it has to be more exciting.
I hope so, or we may have to retire.
It will be. It can't have 2 weeks like that back to back. Guys, stay delirious.
Stay dadding.
And stay gaming.
This has been a Delirious Dads production. For more information about the show, visit our website at www.deliriousdadsgaming.com. You can also find us on facebook.com/deliriousdadsgaming, twitch.tv, and YouTube. Make sure you like and share our pages to help us grow the channel. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please leave a rating and review if you enjoy the show. Thank you again for listening, and we hope to see you